Alright, so it's on. So just introduce yourself, talk about your work.
Hi, my name is Calloway, and I'm an Atlanta Printmakers Studio emerging artist resident. I graduated from University of Georgia with a degree in printmaking and book arts. And I sort of started after graduation thinking more sculpturally, but had limited resources and was naturally a printmaker, but I was having like some kind of medium identity crisis. So what I've really enjoyed about Atlanta Print Studio is that it gave me the time and space and the limitations of working within print. And I feel like I kind of like got closer to myself as a printmaker and seeing that more as a part of my practice. So I really like working in silkscreen because I like to work digitally with photographs, and I like the way that it transfers. I really like the flatness of the ink body and sort of like I don't know, I'm sort of interested in it being as flat as possible to create like a very stark image. But so my work is kind of like, you know, everyday, mundane things that I'm catching, things that I'm seeing and not thinking about, and I take them and, you know, I look through my iPhoto library and reconsider things that I didn't notice before. So I take these photographs on my iPhone and I take them every day, and I don't think about them while I'm taking them. Then later I reconsider them and recontextualize what they are. And I find that when I look back on things that they have more meaning to me later. So I take these pictures and I make them into films and then blow them up on a screen and shoot these prints. And a lot of what I really like about silkscreen versus working entirely digital is that it's almost like your hands are like getting in between the machines. So it's like me being in the middle of the camera and like adding my gesture into it, my heroic gesture. I remember where all of them are taken. This one was taken after my interview at University of Chicago, and it was, I don't know if you should put this in, it was bad. And the other piece I took on the way to my brother's wedding, and I took a shot of both sides of the highway to kind of like talk about sort of marriage and like two sides of the road. You know, there are multiple perspectives to like every relationship. So that's what I was thinking with that one. The other one I took when I was in Porterville, California. It was my grandmother's funeral, and she spent like a lot of her time she's schizophrenic and spent a lot of her time staring out of a window. You know, people would just kind of like joke that it was like a cat or like, I don't know, it was really sad. So the piece is called Aged by Want, and it's kind of like the desire of like wanting to be outside. This fall, I'm going to be attending University of Texas at Austin, and I will be getting an MFA in studio art, specifically in printmaking. And I'm really excited to make even larger work and see where it goes from there. I'm wanting to test different materials, kind of like reach into my writing practice more, and like really spend some more time focusing on more theoretical art stuff. I don't know.
That's good.